I have 4 children, Waylon, who's 12, Amos, who is 10, Jaleah, who is 3, and Zuzu, who is 2. My husband and I started thinking about adoption years ago. We wanted to adopt children that were younger than our boys so our kids could have their childhood, but that we could also offer someone else a home. The boys had decided that they wanted a little sister, so we went out looking for a baby girl. We kind of get excited and we start talking about her like she's a possibility. And about a week later, they call and say, so you know that little girl we were talking to you about? Yes. Well, Mom is pregnant and having another baby, and we want the babies to go together. And I thought, we could, and my husband said, do this. And then I burst into tears and was like, this is insane. We have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old boy at the time. We're very busy. We have 2 businesses. So after we received this call, I drove straight to the family center and said, we're thinking about fostering a couple of kids. I'm terrified. What are the services that you offer? Because we're way out of our element here. When the girls came, immediately we went to the family center. I went to baby's first year with both girls. Even though Jaleah had aged out, they allowed her to come with me. At that time, she didn't crawl or walk. She pretty much only sucked her thumb. There was no words. And at this point, she's 16 months old. And then I had a newborn who was still exhibiting symptoms from neonatal abstinence syndrome. So she would go from 0 to 60 in 1 second. She would be totally calm and then screaming uncontrollably and shaking. But we were always welcome there. It was the first place that Jaleah was able to play with kids who were her own age, and that was incredible for her. We go to a group at the family center called Families Touched by Adoption, and it's one night a month where I go and chat with the other parents about issues that any of us are having. We're all in different stages, but we all have something to learn from each other. For my boys, both of them were going through their own growing pains, and adding 2 babies to that was difficult. Janine from the family center really talked to my husband and I about how to make the transition as smooth as possible. Our adoption was finalized in February, and that was huge. The family center stuck with me the whole way, and that's incredible to have a community that cared that much. People keep saying, oh, it's so wonderful what you've done for these girls, and it's really what they've done for us.